leader of IPOB once again reminded his followers that on 20th of June 2020, the whole of Washington, D.C. will literally sit at home as a result of their 1 million man march for freedom and solidarity with Trump. He urged everyone to start booking their flights in readiness of the 1 million march to avoid last-minute rush. IPOB keeps startling the world with their unending diplomatic strategies. They are unique and I must commend them. Look what they did with just an internet radio. How many politicians can get one person to their rallies without a fee? IPOB fills every available space and overflows with people responding to the truth they believe in. Just look at how organized their rallies are with no atom of casualties. Yes, PDP and APC cannot organize mere party primaries without violence, but most importantly, I have come to agree that IPOB is the most supported and widespread organization in Africa with support based in every major city in the world. Wow, did I hear that IPOB is the most supported and widespread organization in Africa with support bases in every major city in the world? Support only in Africa? I don't think so. I think it's even more than that. Okay, you say wide. So in Africa with bases in every major city in the world. I think it's wide supported in all over the world because they are everywhere. They are everywhere. You know, that's why they're always talking about that. Even if it is a place that is deserted, once they get there, they make things happen. They make things happen. You know, it's not a matter of trying to, that is just the fact. Because, you know, I did a video the other time that during the time of Lord Luga, you know, he was trying to talk about each tribe or each region, what their characteristics and their qualities. You know, when you talk about being industrious, of course, nobody is perfect, but there are some things some unique things that you must, when you attain, and people try to see it. Everybody has a one or two quality things, you know, that you can just pinpoint. But there's some qualities of things some things that you know have qualities of that definitely it will be out there. It will be outstanding. That's just one thing. You know, when you're good outweighs your your weakness is really a good one. But when your weakness outweighs the good side of you, it does not make sense. So when you talk about being industrious, being determined for what you want, and I could still remember during their leaders burial, you could see how they came out irrespective of anything. You know, nobody envisaged that large number of people will still come out, and I think that was why the government or the government agency, the security agency, they were really handicapped. They couldn't do much because when you see the crowd, you know that this one is not it's not my mind. And most importantly, most especially when they talk about sit at home, most of the sit at home they done in Nigeria, you could see that they will shake everywhere. No government, no governor can command such a crowd without paying shishi, without paying something. You must pay something. You must induce people because people know that they are lying. And people just believe that, okay, let me just get what I want to get. Let me just go there. Or some people, let me just go and see. Maybe at the end of the day, I will get something. They will give me granules. They'll give me sugar and what have you. But in this case, it's reverse is the case. They always come at, of course, the people people that want to come, they are not even hungry people. You know, like I always say, that when you want to know the quality of a country, just go to their inner caucus where the real people, the real people of any society are the ordinary people. When you see their standard of living, that is when you know the quality or the caliber of the caliber the country have got. These poor people, when you see them, they are not the ones that you see them on the road begging. No matter what, they are always doing one thing or the other. No, they are not people that will just line up and be begging for arms. I'll be begging for one thing, and that is why you can't even induce them. So that's why they are coming at it. They're not even coming at it because of it. They want to get something from whatever, and they see that this cause of this Biafra of a thing is a genuine one. Just like people who are not even Biafrans, just check back in the country, you will see that what is happening. Are we really moving forward, or are we really moving backward? So that being said, comparing IPOB and APC, I don't think they need to be compared, because APC and PDP, all of those people are really, those parties are founded on lies. They are founded on lies. So those ones, we are not even talking about the genuinity of the party. We are talking of people with good intention. So that being said, so from the reports we are getting, that on the 20th of June 2020, the whole of Washington DC will literally sit at home as a result of their 1 million march for freedom and solidarity with Trump. So IPOP, be ready. You are getting this information now. Be ready. Of course, even if they are going to get the information, within a short period of time, definitely they will still rally around. They will still rally around. That is one thing about it. People, like I believe that in every 12 there is always Judas, because people always say, they are not together, they don't love themselves. Says who? In all their gatherings, don't you see the way they come out in their numbers more than any other region in this country? Don't you see the way they come out in their number? They believe in, like, they are so determined. Like I said, they are so determined when it comes to whatever they want to do. They are so determined. Forget all these politicians. Like I said, in every 12 you must have Judas. Forget all these politicians who are floating. They don't even know where to pitch their tent, because they are looking for what will benefit them. They are looking for what will benefit them, and it cuts across the country. But when you talk about people, the real people are the everyday people who just go their way to do their own thing. Those are the real people. But the real people in other places, do you really see them coming out, fighting a good cause? We are not talking of those who really love poverty, those who really love suffering, those who are still suffering, yet they are still chanting the praises of somebody who does not have their interests at heart. We know the way a lot of them now are, they are denouncing their loyalty to those who they have held in high esteem, that cannot do them good. That cannot do them good. You talk about cooperation, not that you are supporting people. Oh, let us support our person. Oh, even when the whole world knows that this your leader, this your people, your leaders, or your leader as it may be, are not really genuine. You are just supporting them. And that thing just gets at me. These people, they support their people. They don't even expose them. Like some people, they don't have respect. They don't do. You that have respect, see what it has cost you. See where it has landed everybody. Somebody was coming out yesterday, begging Nigeria for forgiveness, begging Atiku for forgiveness. Oh, this and this and that. That Buhari is not the right person. People are not like, oh, after you have voted for him. A lot of them are coming out. You are seeing them all over the social media. They are coming out, to eat up their ways, that, they didn't know it's going to be like that. But that being said, but Biafrans or IPOP, you are getting the information. It's going to be on the 20th of June. That is what he's getting. That is what is reaching us. 20th of June. Be prepared. Yes, a lot of people are, are, are preparing already. Someone say, even me, I will be there. How it will happen, I don't know. But God will help me. Hey, I shall be there. Thank God the 1 million march will be staged in America. Once you step out of Nigeria, I'm sorry, you I'm sorry for you, because the government knows how best to handle you. I don't know what this person is talking about. My problem is IPOP. They are not taking the right way on this our fight of Biafra nation. That's what somebody is saying. As someone say, tell us the right way. Since you know, tell us the right way, Mr. Right. USA has nothing to do with this. This is pure handwork of Kano trying to get people's attention. The USA has their own problem. Kano is just looking for notice me. That is all. I know I know by God's grace, Biafra will come one day. Someone say, tell us the right way, since you know the right way. Someone say, Kano, the IPOP leader, is fighting anyone that did not support IPOP. Why? Why? Fighting who? Why will he fight anybody? Insulting everyone, calling IPOP members to beat our Igbo brothers who do not support IPOB. Why? I think this person is getting it wrong. Why? Why will it? Even like I always say, in every 12 you have Judas. Even if you say, oh, Southeast is IPOB, IPOB is Southeast, you still have a few people who do not believe in this struggle, or maybe they are just on the fence. But what is the percentage of those who believe in it? Can't you see the crowd? That is what we are talking about. It's not as if everybody, but when you have a 98% or 99%, of course, the 1% you still have 1% who will say, oh, this is what we want. This is what we want. They are talking about those leaders who have not represented them well. That is just it. How can you be saying, oh, because somebody does not support hip hop or whatever? It's not a must. After all, we have Nigerians. If you feel that you are tired of Nigeria, you go to another country. You see all our people all over the world. Some people go to get a UK citizenship, they get a American citizenship, they get a Canadian citizenship. And what have you? You have the right to do whatever you want to do. For the fact that you are from the Southeast doesn't mean that you want to get their passport or you want to be there. It doesn't matter. The world is a global village. You can go anywhere to get your citizenship, to say this is where I want to belong. We have them all over the place. Even all our politicians, all of them, they have a dual citizenship. So what are we talking about? All our politicians, they have dual citizenship. So if you believe that, okay, you are from the Southeast and you don't want to be part of what is happening, you are very free. You can get other countries a citizenship, and you say that is where you want to pitch your tent. Nobody holds you. Nobody holds anybody. We that we are talking, a lot of us, we are not Biafrans. But when you see the truth and when you see where you are coming from, that it does not make sense to you, why would you want to say that? It is only those who are always covering the truth. They will say, oh, this one is this one is that. It's not a talk of you are from there. Nobody is holding anybody. It's a free world. Have you ever heard that Nnamdi pays anybody money? He doesn't pay anybody money. He doesn't give anybody. He doesn't even have the money to give anybody. That is one thing. He does not have the money to give anybody. He doesn't care. He doesn't have the money to give anybody. How much does he have to start giving those crowd that kind of money? He doesn't have it. They share nothing. Have you ever heard that in their garden they share nothing? So you are very, very free to belong to where you want to belong to. That's just the way it is. So guys, that is just my own humble opinion. Let's have your take concerning this. Leave your comment below and let's learn from you. Thank you.